Hello everybody, what is up? Welcome back. Today we're going to be checking out some Ascent Infinite Realm. Tomorrow, I think tomorrow or the next day, I completely forgot, is when the launch is going to be happening. But right now I wanted to do some more research and make sure I knew all I could about the game. Give me 1 second, hold on. I was starving. Anyway, tomorrow, or I think it's tomorrow at like 9 p.m. or so. The time zone's kind of muffled right now for me, but the game's going to be going into its open beta phase on the private test server, public test server, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of information to know about the game. It's a fresh MMORPG, and we're going to be looking at some videos, going to be looking at some articles. I got a lot prepared that I need to look at before that happens. Let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, so this game, if you don't know, is a massive multiplayer online steampunk MMORPG, very comparable to like Arcade, I would say. Definitely gave me some Arcade vibe. What's up? Sorry. What's up, Dragon? What's up, Charlie? What's up, Silent? How you doing today? So how's it going? Pretty good. What are we going to be learning today? All about Ascent Infinite Realm, essentially. We're going to try to showcase some trailers and showcase what the game is all about, and then take a look deeper into the guides and what it was like back in the Korean beta, and go from there. We'll just see what happens. But anyway, I want to start it off by let's take a look at one of the trailers. This will give a better understanding as to what the game exactly is. So let's go ahead and do that first. Hold on 1 second. I've got an entire folder just laid out for this stuff. Ready for this. Which one is it? Do the full trailer first. Screw it. I don't think this one has music. Danny, how's it going today? What's up? What's up, guys and gals? Hey there. How you doing? This is the full trailer for the Thailand version as well. There's going to be housing. There's going to be airships. There's going to be a lot to the game to do. Very steampunk-esque. I would say it's very comparable to Arcade. You could call it like Arcade 2.0. Now let's see if they can actually deliver that. Other than that doing good, you said you're allergic to like 20 things from after never being allergic to anything in my life. Oh God, what is it right now? What are you allergic to right now? Oh crap. That was Ascent Infinite Realm. If you're wanting to know more about the game, Alan, it's essentially going to be a massive multiplayer online RPG that's based in the steampunk-esque kind of territory. There is a lot of lore that goes into the world. It's mainly, if I remember right, there are two factions, so the Ontari and the Vulpin. They originally started out in a different sense. There was an empire that was formed. I should really just actually pull this up too. There was an empire long ago that was formed, and basically the empire that was formed was broken off of both factions because they were seeking immortality in the beginning in these two factions, and it kind of led to corruption, like massive corruption. And what happened is a lot of those monsters and whatnot that you'll see in the game are actually based off of that corruption. And the Empire are the ones that kind of strayed away from that because they knew that they were going down the wrong path. And then this is basically the war. Like there's still a war going on between the Ontari and the Vulpin. But at the moment, We should still be able to see the Empire in game, though. Is a really cool thing about it. If I can just go to the official site really quick, I can actually read the lore for you. It's a really cool system that they've got here in terms of the storyline and the actual lore part of the game, though. I'm on Google Chrome, right? Thank God. Cheese, pears, spicy foods, coffees, etc. Oh my God, that would suck. I mean, are you like you just sitting in bed all day, laying in bed all day? Oh yeah, hold on. Where was it? Oh, I might have read this on the original site. Where did I read this at? Oh yeah, I did. That's right. Hold on. I had a lot of Adobe stock photos that I was going through. AscentInfiniteRealm. There we go. Hey, it's my video. Or that video. So they did a trailer, a teaser into the faction system, and it gives a lot of information about the lore. Got to go to the forums here. Hey. Wait, where was it? Oh crap! You tell me I have to search through both of these pages. Hold on, it's here somewhere. It came out recently too. Might not have been called factions. Inventus, I believe that's the airship, right? Okay, the picture of the airship. Vulpin and Antara. Here we go. Perfect. All right. So reading this now, this is basically where they started. This is the lore of the game, essentially. So for the Vulpin, the Southern Hunan made up the ethnic majority of the Vulpin faction, and their power centered in the Daharan area, which originally lies south of the Hearth continent. In the past, the Daharan region known as Hearth was largely known for their agricultural fields, and the Vulpins considered water the most precious resource. Pretty much they were based off of economy. They really valued the trade of commerce, which I do love in a faction, actually. If there's anything I love about a faction, it's one that values money over war, that's for sure. Living on allergy meds. Oh my God. Can I hope you feel better? Honestly, there's gonna be a lot of cool stuff coming out this week. Maybe it'll help a little bit. Are you gonna be playing any new games right now? The Antari, on the other hand, was more war-based as well. The red ones, which makes sense too because they're red and just I don't know why, but it feels like all the time red is just more warlike. But now it kind of feels reversed. In MMORPGs, a lot of people that are warlike join the blue side instead. Noticed that in Arcade, and it just kept on going from there. Let's hope the tone will be the one that make it. Wait, what? Oh, do all that like in the trailer? Yeah, hopefully they can deliver some stuff like that. Found out a little bit more information about what's going to be in the cash shop in terms of what we can kind of expect once we get into the game. I was watching some more trailer footage, or not trailer footage, but stream footage on their Facebook today, and it seems like it's definitely. I don't know if there's going to be new servers that we'll have to move on to when the game comes out, because there will be new servers, but this one is apparently going to be like the public test server, and it's going to remain like that, so people will probably want to switch off of it anyway once the game comes out. I don't know how they're going to handle that exactly, like if they're going to just not update this one as much as the regular ones, or how exactly that's going to work. But for the Antari, they were formed in the Erebos area, which is originally located in the north of the Hearth continent. The whole continent is called Hearth. And in the past, Erebos was an area with high mountains and large forests. As a result, the Antari had many warriors who were skilled in hunting and considered honor and trust one of their most important virtues. They liked using the color red, which symbolized the heart of the quarry. This is shown in their deep red banners. Do you know anything about the performance? The trailers I've seen even had FPS drops. So, yeah, the performance side of things has definitely improved. You're still going to see a lot of issues in terms of that, and we're only getting one server in this game, so I feel like it's going to lag regardless because there's going to be so many people in the game. It's going to be absolutely crazy. But like if I show you this, for instance, this should be one of the most recent ones. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Action MMORPG ระดับ High Quality ฟอร์มยักษ์ So, like, judging from where we first started, the frames have definitely improved. You'll see issues still going on, and since there's only going to be one server and probably a crap ton of people joining, it's probably still going to be laggy. But it definitely feels like it's improved. This shows like this on the stream footage as well. Thinking of picking up Dishonored, Doom, Edge of Eternity. Oh, hell yeah. Those would be good games to play. It's the Gunslinger right there. It does still incorporate the tab targeting combat too. Elementalist. Their mage actually looks pretty good too. I've been seeing a little bit of the mage skills that you can use, and they are pretty sick. They were coming up the Mystic. Hey, Ralex, how you doing today? What's up? Will it be free to play? No, you were right. It will be free to play. It will be free to play, but there will be some things in place that'll make you want to pay, though. I'll get to that in a second. Mystique. This game's gonna have Mystic out before Bless does. That sucks. That really sucks. Oh god. Bless still doesn't have the Mystic out. Damn it. It's okay, because we can experience it properly in here. I was able to play the Mystic in the KR version of Bless, actually, but this one looks kind of cooler. Is this game out? No. Not yet. Not yet. We're still waiting. About, I want to say 28 hours from now, it's going to be out in open beta. About 28 hours. 24th, 9 p.m. is what they were saying. Like Pacific Standard Time, midnight Eastern, the 25th. And like 11 a.m. Island time. Warlord. Why can't consoles get some love like this? Is Bless Unleashed going to be unleashed soon? Maybe. No. Neo definitely wants to give some love into consoles, that's for sure. It'll probably just take a bit, but I'm sure MMOs like this, if they do work out, they'll be coming to consoles too. They'll definitely be coming to consoles. Also, Exitlag has the Ascent Infinite Realm on their program now. It is finally on there. About time. Ready to go. We got servers here, and it's actually working too. It's working pretty well. I love the outro they have for the videos. I swear, I want my first experience to be just like that. If it's not, dead game. No, I'm just kidding. But no, it's going to be pretty cool in terms of what we can do in terms of the world. I'm kind of curious to see how much we can explore, how much they've added to the world. Because the mass PvP aspect is going to be very important, so they'll need to have some good frames. I mean, we'll need to have some good optimization in there, and they delayed the game because they wanted to work on it some more, and they're bringing it to Thailand probably as well because it's a smaller market, but it'll also be a better grounds for testing. So we'll be able to find out the bugs before it actually reaches like the NA, EU shores, things like that. So hopefully we're able to iron out a lot of those kinks. PlayPark is the publisher, yeah, of the Thailand version. Kakao is publishing the rest. Korean, North America, EU. They're developing and publishing the rest alongside Bluehole. But they wanted PlayPark specifically to do the Thailand version. And they probably wanted it to come here first. Drac is everywhere. They probably wanted it to come here first because, or there first, because it's going to be easier to test in that region for sure. Also, in terms of the lore, so there's the Vulpin and the Ontari, but there was also the Solomon Empire in the past as well. For this one, in the distant past, the Vulpin and the Ontari factions formed together to become the Solemn Empire. The Solemn Empire began to evolve, and technology became the most important aspect of their society. Anywhere the Empire took hold, advanced machinery would begin to appear. As the Empire grew, they became obsessed with their technology, and eventually they desired for immortality through technology. The search for a never-ending life began to corrupt the Solemn Empire, and a civil war began to take hold. Okay, so I had that part backwards, I forgot. So the Solemn Empire is actually where the corruption started. That's when contingents, or not contingents, but parts of the Ontari and parts of the Vulpin started to break off, and they kind of separated from the Solemn Empire. The Solemn Empire was the one that was corrupt, and the violence within the Solemn Empire became so great that those that originally flew under the Ontari and Vulpin banners started to separate for their own safety. Those in the Solemn Empire who wanted to search for immortality eventually brought upon themselves an evil corruption, a monster created with the same technology called the Black Herald, which we will fight. We will be fighting Black Heralds. There's a dungeon for it too, to ravage the land of Hearth. In an effort to avoid civil war and destruction by the Black Herald, many citizens sought refuge on the floating island of Newsgard. Is this game going to be out in open beta on Steam or not on Steam? No, it's going to be out in open beta tomorrow, starting out tomorrow, but it's not going to be on Steam or like Epic Game Launch or anything like that. It's going to be on the Play Park website, which is a Thailand-based website. This one specifically, you would have to download it from here, or a better option would be to download it from the Discord, because there was a Google Drive uploaded due to the official Discord. In the no discussion spam channel, there's a pinned message where you can actually download that. We're going to be looking at some of this stuff a little bit here too. And it's a much easier way to do it. But you have to actually get an IC code to get into the game. Waiting to download Exit Lag when I get the game. Yep, there's going to be some pretty cool stuff coming from Exit Lag. It worked great when we played it, when we used it in Lost Ark, and hopefully it works out really well here. I'm hoping that what they did with the game too is that they took the Unreal 3 engine and improved on it, like Lost Ark did, speaking of, because that's exactly what Lost Ark is. It's Unreal 3, but it's like a heavily expanded upon engine. And I'm hoping that AscentInfiniteRealm did the same thing, because they delayed the game to work on it just like they did, to kind of modify the engine as well. How long to launch? About 28 hours from now, 28 hours. And right now we're just taking a look at stuff. So in terms of the cash cow part, I do have a link to the cash shop stuff, I believe, that we can kind of take a look at. I kind of skimmed it when someone sent it to me, but I haven't taken a clear look at it. Where was it? Oh, yeah. And I'm pretty sure they have this thing called Air Passes that I haven't really taken a look at yet, but it sounds like a premium account kind of thing. This is what we're going to expect in the cash shop for the most part. And I did see this in the video that I watched earlier too. They have things like inventory expansion slots, the Star Blessing, which allows you to receive benefits in the game. So basically premium stuff. Are you completely done with Outward? No more playthroughs? No, I'm waiting for them to add some more expansions, because I've done absolutely everything in Outward. I love the game, but oh my god, it was so fun. It was so freaking fun, but I've done everything now. And on like 2 different playthroughs too. It's crazy. We also get appearance change vouchers that last a day. Unlimited times of appearance changes within 1 day. Character expansion slots. We get a maximum of 3 characters, I believe. I don't remember if that's the start or that's max. But we also can buy a megaphone, which we're also going to be getting currency during our gameplay in the open beta. The way that it works is this phase is basically going to be a non-wipeable open beta phase, but they'll give you cash shop currency as you play. They want to give you an incentive to keep on playing. And I actually do have a screenshot of that too. Let me see if I can pull that up here. Where is it? Level up? This might be the one. I think, no, this is the login bonus. That's the log. We're going to go over that too. But as you get through the tiers, basically they'll give you these ruby pouches, and this is what you spend in the cash shop. So you can actually do this on multiple characters as well. And then you can buy things like this. So you get like 60 vitality potions, which restore your, apparently your, oh, that's right, the labor system. So this is what scared me when I saw this. This is basically like the energy system in Arcade, is what that looked like, skill life. So that scares the crap out of me, because we know what happened in Arcade, but it didn't get really bad in Arcade until around the time they started putting Thunderstruck trees into the cash shop. So we'll have to see how this works. But it looks like they have taken a book out of Arcade and Black Desert as well with some of the other stuff they've done. Non-white beta. Yep, no non-white beta. There's going to be a lot of ways to get IC codes though, for sure. But yeah, they're not wiping it. And anything you buy in the cash shop, that stays. But what you have in terms of your Ruby, that currency goes away. So if you buy like an outfit in the cash shop, that still stays with you. And it's going to be a public test server, so there's going to be people switching off of the server anyway. So it's like you're beta testing the PTR basically. But you probably still want to move off after it's done. I don't know how it's going to work. It might just become like the main server. But if it's not, then I would definitely move off too. But in terms of, yeah, so basically there's going to be pets in the game as well. From what I've seen, you can actually just walk over the stuff to loot it. In a lot of cases, I've seen that people are able to do that. I haven't seen clearly if the pets are able to loot for you yet. It's probably going to turn into that kind of case depending on the grinding system and how we progress. If it turns into we have to grind our butts off like in BDO, which there's only level 45. Level 45 is the maximum. After that, this is a soft cap. After that, we can pretty much do whatever. But it did say soft cap, so I don't know if that means that we can still level up past that point. It was a little unclear on that in the news, but that is the cap apparently, is level 45. And you did Mage for for Outward. No, I didn't do Mage, but I played with, when I was playing with Nerdy, she was doing Mage, so I basically got to experience it through her. It looked so fun, though. It looks so fun. I did do Spellblade, though. Spellblade was super fun. Yeah, here we go. Level 45 soft cap. So when you reach level 45, and I believe it was 41 beforehand back in the KR betas, and they originally announced on their Facebook as well that it was going to be 41, like in one of their newsletters. But now it's going to be 45. It looks like you can keep on getting XP for the next level, but it'll slow down. That's the part that made me think that you might be able to level up past that. I don't know how that's going to work. It might be a BDO like system where you can get all the way up to like 60, but it'll take forever though. Is this beta for? It's for C, Black Boa. It's for Thailand first. Looks like they're going to test the game's launch by launching it in this version, and if it does well enough, they'll finalize the launch on the West. Exactly. Yep. Because they want to release it in these regions, but they apparently they don't want to release it in like a bare bone, like not a bare bone state, but just going in blind basically. Because when has that ever worked in the past few years over here? They might be learning. If I think they learn in terms of that exact thing right there. I don't really care either way. I'm just here to watch you play and find out if I'll play the NA version. Yeah, oh yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how this works out, though. What faction do you plan on joining? We have Play Park also in the Philippines, so you might as well get a Sea server for sure. That would be pretty cool, actually, too. Oh, yeah. That would be. But in terms of the faction, I'm going to be going Vulpin. I like to go... I would love to go blue. I really would. I don't know why, but I just feel like going blue this time around. And... in terms of, even though I really should go red because red's my favorite color, but I like the lore of the Vulpin. I think that they're really cool. I like the way that they focus on more economy and commerce as opposed to the warlike kind of mentality, which I do love the warlike mentality too, but I don't know. I like the lore of the blue one more just because they feel more peaceful, and I don't know. It just speaks to me more, I guess. Definitely speaks to me. It will also be able to buy revive scrolls. Apparently, you do lose experience on death after a certain point too, so you can use these scrolls to recover your lost XP. When I skimmed over this too, I tried to find out if this was gonna be a case where they have to do what they have to do because it's free to play, or if they were being greedy and trying to rake as much as they could. From what we've seen so far, it looks kind of tame. The only thing that would really, cause people to worry is the vitality potions, the life skill, labor skill potions. Having a house is actually going to be a pretty big part of crafting. When you get to level 31, the house that you get is different. You can get a different kind of house actually too. I don't know if that's when you get your first house or if that's when you get a different kind, but housing is a big part of the game too. You're able to customize it. You're able to put crafting stations in it, gathering stations, all kinds of stuff. What's up, Nida? Yeah. Looking into the cash shop stuff right now first. Hey there. Feel this game will be better than Bless. It's off to a better start, that's for sure. It's off to a better start. We'll have to see, though. We'll have to definitely see. I mean, as long as... The thing with Bless is it could have been a good game. It really could have. But they just made so many bad design decisions back to back. And it felt like they released it without giving a crap. Like, they had bugs in there that were fixed in other versions, like the auction house duping and the chili farming and crap like that. And people could get into parts of the map you weren't supposed to be in, like that northeastern part where you could still... That was where people were farming chilies, too. But there were all these... there was this one elite mob that you could farm that people really weren't supposed to be farming anyway. But it was a cool mob, either way. And then on top of that, when they mega buffed Migratourist, that was absolutely ridiculous. They changed the loot system like right away, right after we got in the game, basically. You work tomorrow? What's up, Mean Season? Yeah, actually I do, but I'm actually working the morning shift, like the early morning shift now. I decided to switch shifts. I'm getting up at like 6 a.m. to work, but that's fine with me though, either way. Planning Vulpin as well because of them, considering the water the most important resource. Yeah, I definitely love the lore of the Vulpin. I think that they're really, really cool. I love the thought of that so much. I don't know, I was going to go on Tari, but then I read the full lore of the Vulpin and something just really spoke to me with them. It just sounded so much cooler. But honestly, if they just do it right and don't screw up in terms of the design decisions, I think they'll be okay as a baseline. And then, of course, in terms of not making the cash shop incredibly pay to win. And then, of course, giving content that's able to last a certain amount of time or decent amount of time. Holy crap. Thank you so much, Demon. Jeez. Thank you so much. Doing well as well. How about yourself, man? Hope you're doing good. Still waiting on Mystic release, I bet. They still haven't released Mystic. This game is going to get a Mystic before Bless does. That is terrible. When people told me that the Mystic still wasn't out like 6 months later, I was surprised. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Bless Online's failure was who was in charge of the Western version. They didn't really give a crap. Like they didn't. It was just so many bad choices. But this one looks like it doesn't look like anything that's going to change the world, of course. But if it's able to at least give people a decent MMORPG experience, that's really what matters. Pretty much, we're talking about Air all day. Hell yeah, Philosophy. How's it going? How you been today, Philosophy? What's up? But yeah, I wanted to do like some proper research into the game, make sure I was ready for it beforehand. In terms of the classes, I'm kind of torn because I really like Warlord, but on the other hand, I do like Elementalist. I don't know why, but ever since Bless, ironically, I discovered that going mage in MMORPGs was just a thing for me. Like I'll play warrior in any other sense whatsoever, but for MMORPG specifically, theme park ones, I just love mage. I don't know why. I guess it's kind of like my break of charging in head on and getting myself killed for other people all the time. But I don't know, it's cool. And I like the effects of the mage that they have in this game. We can also take a look at the skills a little bit later here. But back to this cash shop too. Apparently, this is the part too that kind of puts people on edge, is the enhancement system. So in terms of the enhancing, I believe there's about 10 levels of enhancing for your gear, 4 different stages, if I remember right. Yep. All right. So that's for the artifacts, but the equipment tier stated right there too. But they do have some stuff based on enchanting. So I don't know. Use to extract the upgrade of equipment out as an item to exchange NPCs. I don't know how that item's going to work. We're going to have to do some testing on that one for sure. But in terms of the runes, this one is all... I was watching a video on the rune system, but I didn't get a clear description of it. I have to watch it again when we're taking a look at it in a bit here. But the runes play a bit of a part in this as well, I believe, too. Check Bless Online's latest patch. You'll get a good grip on the state of the game. Oh, God. I can only imagine. Wait, you had to put your cat down yesterday? Oh, man. Dude, you're going to be all right, man. You're going to be all right. Oh, yeah. My condolences, dude. That freaking sucks. You'll be all right, though, man. I know you will. I know you will. Demon, I wanna see if Demon gets interested in the game, too. I definitely do. These are going to be the pets as well. Still haven't seen... I probably missed it in the footage that I've been watching, but I haven't seen anybody use their pets to loot. I haven't seen them actually move for the loot, so I don't know if they're doing that or not. They probably do it, though, honestly. Pet name change, pet skill reset, pet skill unlock. Oh. No, that's how it is. So, okay. So they have pet skills. So they probably have bonuses like attack and defense bonuses. And okay, I didn't even see that. That makes more sense. And then there's probably going to be one with auto loot. Okay, so they don't all start out with auto loot then, probably. Nerdy, what's up? How you going today? You like the changes I've made? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're just looking into AscentInfiniteRealm right now. This is the game that's coming out tomorrow. I was telling you about. It's going to be pretty interesting for sure. How you doing today? Still, you doing okay? I can get a good group. Oh wait, I can get a good grip on Bless without reading its latest patch notes. Oh God. And then of course, premium estate 100% off tax. Wait, what? Reduce the tax of rented house by 100% for one time? You bastards. Look at all these guys that are going to be paying all this money just to pay their whole rent by taking from... That's so ironic. Like you're taking from your paycheck in real life that you would spend on rent to put towards your rent in a game. I guess that's one way to go. I don't know how to feel about that. I think that's pretty tame, I guess. I'm going to be jealous. I'm going to have to work. I'm going to be grinding. You know, I'm going to be mining and crafting gear and selling it to pay my rent. This guy over here is just going to like swipe his card and pay his rent immediately. Bastard. Oh, special upgrade can upgrade the house immediately and return the money spent. 30% via mail. Interesting. Also, we've got the workshop. And, upgrade the workshop. So this is like the crafting stations. The gathering stations are going to be in there as well. I made it boring. No, you're fine. You're fine. But no, it's going to be pretty interesting to see how this one works out for sure. Cash shop looks pretty scary. It does. It definitely does. I don't know how this is going to work out. They're giving us cash shop currency. They seem pretty confident. I mean, they seem pretty damn confident. So I don't know. Maybe they know something we don't. Maybe this stuff is easier to obtain than we thought. But let's go ahead and watch another video here. This is going to be one of the other trailers. I believe this is one of... Is this gameplay or trailer? 5 minutes? All right. Oh. Oh wait, they have wyverns? Holy shiz! Alright, I have a soft spot for wyverns and dragons. I gotta fight them. I gotta fight them. This is a 3-man dungeon, I'm pretty sure. Now that's laggy. That's a little bit laggy. Uh-oh. This is one of the old ones. Oh, snap. World boss. Holy shiz. That FPS drop. Oh god. I wouldn't even care if I was lagging though. I mean, I don't think it this is old footage, but I wouldn't even care. And the mechs. I always forget about the mechs. Holy shiz, dude. Oh, Zenu, we will. There's a ton of footage. I got a lot. There's a ton. There's a ton. There's a ton. Like 40, 50 hours of footage now for this version in streams. It's a Thailand version. Hold on. They're about to finish. Wait one sec. That's when you know it lags. Sweet. But yeah, so this is the Thailand version, but it is a Korean game, a Korean developed game. Kakao is the one that's developing it. But Play Park is going to be the ones publishing it in the Thailand realm, or yeah, region. So this version will be Thailand, but some of the stuff isn't fully translated still, so it still will be in Korean. So that's probably why you saw that there as well. In terms of the class that I'm thinking of playing, I'm torn between Warlord, Elementalist, and Gunslinger. I wish they had a Berserker. I would have played that immediately. Cash shops are scary for reasons developers can't fathom for players to have. I know. A lot of developers just don't ever seem to get like why we have fear about the cash shops. They just don't understand. They're like, oh, is it the prices? Well, don't worry about that. They're gonna be high enough. It's like, no, that's not why. In terms of the Black Heralds, these are the creatures that were spawned out of that corruption of the Empire looking for immortality. Gradog, that's one of the ones that you can hear about. These are the ones with more powerful body that can swing a giant hammer with one hand. We've seen these in the trailers as well. There's also the Grawwise. These ones I don't think we've seen too much. These ones analyze combat and direct other Black Heralds strategically. So they're probably like the mages, considering that staff too, and things like that. And the Grazzards. These ones seem like they're more feral. In the past, there was a huge lizardman population on Hearth, but their intelligence was low and they were violent. And so they never reached any higher civilization. They scattered and lived in many areas of Hearth, and most of them died during the Great Catastrophe. However, some survived, and grotesquely changed descendants of lizardmen have been seen amongst the Black Herald, apparently mainly filling the ranks of expendable foot soldiers. So those are some of the ones that we'll be seeing in the game as well. These are the ones that were spawned out of that corruption of trying to pursue immortality. No, Zerka feels bad. I know. I really wish it was. Really wish it has one. Bluehole and Kakao. The both of them are developing it for the game, and Kakao's also publishing it in the regions as well for NA, EU, everywhere but Thailand. Thailand is for Play Park. It's just being released in Thailand first for some reason. Yeah, and I believe for that too, it's a much smaller market, so it feels like they're able to test it better in Thailand first. If they do it there, they probably don't want to go in blind with the NA, EU versions. That's what I'm guessing at, is their mentality, which would be kind of smart. I guess they couldn't really say that though, because that would kind of be disrespectful to the region of Thailand. But if I would put myself in their shoes, I'd imagine that's why. Because usually going in blind here isn't really a good idea. Thank you so much, Days. I appreciate it. You know what we're doing today. In terms of the gameplay, there's a crap ton. Not even just looking on the YouTubes, because there's a lot of footage from the Korean version. There's also a lot of footage on their Facebook as well. For the Thailand version. If we go all the way down, for instance, and go to the Play Park official fan page, actually I'm a part of both of these, the closed group. I haven't checked the closed group in a while, but they have a lot of streams on their Facebook page. An absolute crap ton. No, I don't want to do that right now. Thank you. If we load more all the way down, these are the exclusive tests. We actually have to go down the page to find the streams quite a bit too, because there's a lot of posts, like random posts that they have for this game. Do we know if the NA version is coming this year? No idea. We have absolutely no idea right now. Hopefully it does. They're probably waiting to see how this game works out before they do anything over in these regions. But I could only imagine that we'll probably be seeing it before long. Like, this is some of the footage that we can see, and there's a ton of it on their Facebook. Like, you can see the 3 pets right here. You can get some of the gameplay aspects. This is the Mystic that they're playing right now. I was learning more and more about the game over the past few months, and it seems like it's going to be pretty interesting in terms of the dungeon system. The solo dungeons is actually a pretty big part of the game too. There's lore behind it too as well. I believe there's a specific dungeon, like a tower that they call it. I think it's a tower, and that's one of the ones that's going to be like a really big one that we'll do too. Gunslinger for me with alts for some of the classes. Yeah, Gunslinger looks insanely good. It really, really does. And like, you can see some of the mounts. They have some really good looking mounts in this game. They really, really do. It's kind of crazy actually. I want to see that a little bit more. Hold on, back up a little bit. Yeah. Wait, is that the one that they're flying on? That's like, oh no, I don't know if they're controlling it or Lost Ark 2.0. Oh wait. Well, hopefully not. Hopefully we don't wait forever to get the NA version, EU version. Apparently, oh, she was controlling that. Sweet. Holy crap. Apparently, the deal here is what they want. What they want from this game is, if it works out in these regions, especially the northwest or the western side, they're planning on actually, this is what I've heard, they're planning on building a development studio over here on the west coast of the US to develop MMORPGs and publish them over here too, so we would get them first. So NA EU would actually start getting more MMORPGs first instead of later, basically. I don't know if that's what's really going on, but it would make sense if they're kind of doing it in this way. They seem to really be wanting to have this game work. PlayPark's been doing a great job of publishing it so far. They've let us see pretty much everything. In terms of, you know, like what we were able to see in terms of the Blessed Emissary program last year or 2 years, I forgot how long it was now. But this is a major step up. We were able to see things like the World v World PvP. We were able to see things like the actual battleground that they had. Let me see if I can scroll all the way down to it. It was pretty far down the list. Usually they release their own region before all Korea is what I try to say. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they usually do. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Let me see if I can scroll all the way down here. Holy crap. It's going to take a while here, too, because they've had so many since then. Look at all these. This is yesterday? Oh, my God. Oh, hold on. Let me take a look at this. Oh, yeah, and this is the pet system that you can actually customize their gear. In terms of that, you can raise pets as well. I'm pretty sure that's the 3-man dungeon, but that might be the 5-man. But it's a pretty cool system in terms of that. They said you could raise a monster, which I don't know if they're talking about the pet or what is going on there, but I'm interested to find out what's going on with that too. There will be mobs floating around in the sky, as we just saw too. In terms of the outfits, they do have some pretty cool looking armor as well in the game, and cosmetics. We've seen a few of them so far. The housing, as we said before, it's going to be a big part of the game. I can't even go full screen, can I? Oh, yeah, I can. For those who waited on this game, I would feel bad for those who waited. Yeah, some people were waiting a long time. I tried it. I wanted to try it back in 2017 when they were having the Korean beta, but they weren't, what's it called? Kakao didn't have any, somebody didn't have control over the Korean version that I was contacting. I'm pretty sure it was Kakao, and they had, they were, it was the North American version of Kakao, which didn't have any control over what went on the Korean version, on the Korean team. So I couldn't get in to try it out at that time because all the keys were gone and whatnot. But yeah, people have been waiting since that point and just hyped for nothing but just this game. I would feel bad for them too, but hell, it's finally coming. Hopefully it works out for them. But the problem with that too is that when you get that excited for a game and you've just been waiting on it for a long time, most of the time it doesn't. Your expectations are so high that it just, no matter what it is, it just doesn't exceed them. So I would feel bad about that more than anything, is that that people have just been generating this hype and expectations around this game that's going to be amazing, like the best thing. I think it's going to be, it has a good chance of being good, but I'm talking about like they would think it's like the second coming of Jesus, like they would think it's so good. That's where it starts to get into danger zone, because that's just like an unhealthy amount of hype, and we're just, a lot of people are guilty of it. I am too. I did the same thing with like Dark and Light and a little bit of Bless too. And it sucked. It really sucked. The UI looks very much like Bless. It honestly looks like a mix between like Arcade, Bless Online, and what was the third one? Arcade, Bless. Oh, BDO. Yeah, like BDO. Definitely seeing a lot of aspects from all three of those games too in this game. This might be the solo dungeon. This looks like it. Is that an assassin? Okay. Have you seen the new orc models for Pantheon Online? I have not. How do they look? Lost Ark, when is it coming here? I don't know. Oh, God. It's going to Russia first, and probably going to China right after, honestly. I think we're kind of screwed on Lost Ark right now, because China's about to... I don't know if they've already done it, but China's about to open up their market to games again. That's what Smilegate was waiting on. That was definitely what they were going to use us as like a last resort. If China didn't open up, they just come here. But no, it's probably going to be China now, right after Russia. Very horrifying in what you described. You mean like a mix between those three games? Or you mean like the hype generated? Is there anything that suggests that we have a different starter area based on factions? I can't find it on the world map. From what I've seen, it looks like we all start in the same area. So in the testing we've seen so far for the Thailand version, everybody started out at like max level and in the same area, regardless of like race or height or anything like that, from what I've seen. So it's hard to gauge that. I don't know yet. But if I had to guess, I'd say it's probably based off of race, if anything, because it's not like the factions aren't based off race. You choose the faction after level 30. So that's definitely not it. So I'd say it's probably based off of race, or we all just start in the same place whatsoever. But those airships look pretty tight. The gliding system looks pretty cool too. I'm kind of interested to see how that's going to work out. I don't think we've seen a lot of gliding systems since Arcade, actually. This game just definitely reminds you a lot of Arcade, and pretty interesting to see how this one turns out. Oh yeah, so going back down, I want to see if we can find that PvP battleground I was talking about. It's really far down the list, like crazy far. What day are we at? Oh my god, 17 hours. Hold on. I've just got to scroll down, not get distracted by anything. Can't wait for tomorrow. It's gonna be pretty interesting to see how it works out. I'm really curious to see how it does. I just can't wait to try it out. If anything, I'm hoping that it's a decent MMORPG experience because that's really all anybody needs. It's very simple. Just really, that's all we need. No problem, Ralix. No problem. How exactly do I get a code? How do I register somewhere, or have they been given out already? So, and this is for you too, Nerdy. In terms of getting an IC code, you would go to their website, and before we go all the way down here, what day are we at? April 20th. Holy crap! How many? Geez, they posted a lot more since I've been checking. Jesus, I gotta watch all that. But you would go to the site, you would make an account on PlayPark, and then you would sign in. You would go to the news announcements, and I think they might still have these single sign-ins open, but probably not. They might be full already. You would go to, let's see, this one single IC channel. You can go to like pretty much all those and find the same link, but you're looking for this picture, and then you have to click on these links that they give you here, and then you'll be able to actually register for an IC code. So the single one, this is one that basically allows you to just sign up for it, and you might be able to get an IC code right on the spot. The character one is where you have to actually go into another game that you play, and this is for extra rewards as well. I did this for Elder Scrolls Online actually, but like for example, I went into Elder Scrolls Online, and they want you to type something along the lines of "We love air" or "I love air." It doesn't matter if it's in English or Thailand. It doesn't matter because they understand English very well, and I did it in English anyway. It was just fine. I got the rewards still. So you can do it that way if the single sign out's done. The guild one is you have to have at least 4 people, I believe, and you have to all say it at the same time, and it has to be showing your guild tags and everything to show that you're in the same guild. That one has even more rewards as well. But if you don't find one through that, there's also the AscentInfiniteRealm Reddit. There is a thread on there, should be, that will allow you to post if you need a code. And there's also, it's down here somewhere, code. Code. Nope. Air beta survey. Oh crap, it might be really far down. But there was a thread down here that allowed you to sign up if you needed an IC code. Also on the official Discord for, or I don't know if it's official really, but community Discord for Ascent Infinite Realm, people are giving out codes all the time as well. So you'll be able to find one for sure. Do you have to run a VPN for the site? Nope. You just go right to the site, sign up, bada bang, bada boom, you're good. Right now, though, I would use a VPN anyway. It is going to be region locked, apparently. Oh, yeah. Infinite Realm. PlayPark. That's what I wanted. So I would just visit the site with the VPN anyway. I got my account made very early on, like immediately after I found out that the site was up and we were able to make our accounts for PlayPark. That was a little while ago, and I set myself to Thailand region, sorry. And I think that might have helped a bit because in terms of patching the game and whatnot, I haven't had many issues at all. I've just been able to kind of get in here and launch the thing. So showing a little bit about what the game's going to actually look like. Let's go ahead and jump in right now. But the game, basically, you launch it, you just allow that. The patching was really bad today, actually, too. It's kind of hard to get the game patched. But this loading screen comes up a little bit. Then we're going to go right into the game and check it out a bit. Can you link it in chat? Oh, yeah, hold on. Actually. There's a video guide on their Reddit for getting a code. Is that what you mean, Tai Tai? Or Tai T? Also, yeah, hold on one sec. Takes a while to bring up the game anyway. There you go. And then that should bring you to the page. You should be able to sign up there. I would use VPN there just to be safe, but you don't really have to. Choosing a faction at level 30 was the original system. I'm pretty sure that system was scrapped. Now we choose a faction at character creation. Oh, if we do, that'll be interesting, but that's what I remember seeing in terms of one of the newsletters. It might be different now, though. I have to scroll down a little bit more. Let me see. 18th. When was this posted? The newsletters were pretty early on, actually. Oh, to getting the code. Oh, yeah, there you go as well, then. Yeah. Yeah, there's plenty of ways to get a code, though. You shouldn't have any problems with that. And they're going to be opening up more ways to get a code as time goes on, too. So it should be just fine there. Going to be a lot of translation. Pre-register is currently unavailable. I remember that. When the signups just went down. Oh, yeah. Game's loading. Signups went down hardcore that day. That was crazy. Hold up. Let me make sure this is tracking. All right. So when we get in the game, this is what we'll be seeing right here. Right now, there's 2 servers open, but I thought that was like external sound for a second. Inventus is probably going to be the one that we're going to mainly be testing on. However you say that. Holy crap. Someone was telling me that they might just be testing the system with that. So that'll be interesting to see if they keep a second server or they just stick with one. It's been up all day. I noticed it this morning. It's not down yet. So we'll have to see how that turns out. But either way, it doesn't matter. This is a server. Inventus is probably going to be the one that everybody goes to, though. Sunny, how you doing today? You'll also be able to change the settings in here. Video settings right here. Change the resolution, yada yada. Sound effects, change the master volume and things like that. There is an English translated patch being worked on, but it's not finished yet. That one's going to be finished probably very soon or soon after the game does launch. And then this is where you can actually edit your UI. You have to do this in the game, though. Right now, if you do it, it'll just crash your game. But that's basically that for the client at the moment. And then once we get in there, we'll be able to choose our characters. We'll be able to go through the character selection screen, everything like that. But they got a pretty cool starter screen, though. I actually dig this quite a bit. Pretty sweet. Also, I got the code, applied it, downloaded the torrent. I was going to wait. Oh, torrent. When it goes live so I don't accidentally activate my exit lag trial. Oh, okay. I would honestly try it right now just to install it, because the BitTorrent link, that actually didn't work for me. I had to do the Google Drive. I tried the BitTorrent one a couple times, but I think it might have been bugging out or something. It was kind of weird. But the Google Drive link worked pretty well. If it doesn't work for you either, I would say that's probably the best bet. There was an error when I was transferring the files over to actually do the install when I was doing the BitTorrent one, so that's where I ran into an issue there. But yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting, to say the least. I'm pretty excited about it. Go ahead and quit the game. And then in terms of the other thing I was looking for, let me go ahead and find that again. All right. Minimize this and allow that. Okay. You should probably just play it now. Just play what? Oh, air? Oh, I would if we could. No, you can't. You can't play it right now. Otherwise, man, we'd be in there. April 5th. What was that? We're getting to the point where, oh, this is before the, we got to go back further. This is before the faction contest that I'm talking about. This is when they started posting the original first ones. This was the Thailand event at their company building. They had another one recently too, I think. But that's the video. That's the trailer. There's about like 6 or 7 of them that I'm looking for down here. Unless we just passed them already. Probably did, honestly. Let me check. I think we've gone too far. March. Maybe. No. This is when they're giving out IC codes. I think it might be past this. Either way, we can know for sure. March 19th, IC codes. Let's check one more page down. I'll have to test it. Yeah, it's going to be interesting for sure, though. To hope. Oh, yep, here we go. Here we go. All right. This is when they were testing out the faction-based combat. Let me go to one I know has it, because it's going to be a hell of a long way to scroll back down if I have to. I think he has it. Yep. Okay. We can full screen it. So this is basically the faction PvP zone that we've been seeing. It's kind of like a PvPvE zone. Essentially, there's mobs in there that you have to fight as well. The name of the game is what I was trying to figure out, because I didn't do a lot of research on the faction PvP yet. Was that there's a specific mob in there that you got to take out that wins you the game, or wins you the match rather. But I don't really know if that's for sure what the deal is there, but I think it is. But it's really cool system how we have the aerial combat going on the entire time, and then there's fighting on the ground that has to be done too. This one seems like one of the world bosses inside of there that probably adds to your points when you kill it. We can see what happens when this guy kills it. Actually see what happens here. All ready for the beta? Yeah, it's gonna be super interesting. What class you going? Thing's got a lot of health. Holy crap. Got the Sorceress roll on Discord. You planning a main Sorceress, or you gonna roll with something else later on? I'm not sure, really. I'm so torn because they all look good. The Warlord, the Sorcerer, and the Gunslinger. So I'm gonna have to pick like right at the moment. I'm gonna pick on the fly, basically. I'm gonna get in the character creation and see what I like. I know what race I want to go. I want to play Orc because the Orcs look pretty cool, actually. I love the idea of playing an Orc, and it's not gender locked, so I can finally play play just any of these classes and not have to worry about stuff. The moment I really became unsure too is when they announced that there wasn't going to be gender locked. They were going to work past that. That's what really confused me, because then at that point I was like, okay, I'm not just going to go Warlord anymore. I have other choices now. Maybe just play all three of them. There is a tactic system to the airship combat too. There's actual skills like shields and things like that that you can actually use. Actually, when you're doing dungeons that have aerial combat in them as well, a big part of your strategy might actually be firing and then blocking damage at the same time too. And the same might count for your party members too. Supreme, what's up? How you doing? Just checking out some more AscentInfiniteRealm. Let's see if this increases their score. Ooh, you got a secret box key. Nice. All right. But the name of the game, ultimately, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if these guys won it or not. How's it going, Supreme? What's up? We're getting ready for tomorrow. Let me see if I can scroll a little bit further in here. So eventually, they're gonna be on the ground too, fighting that thing. That's the part. Every time when I'm like, that's got to be what it is. And this thing should end the game. I think they win it. He's doing it. He's fighting it from the air. That's sick. Gonna crash his airship. Oh, and he got killed by a guy that was right behind him. Ooh, that sucks. That's what happens when you crash into meteors. Oh no. They respawn on a pretty big ship too. That's pretty sweet. Let me see if we can. Actually, I'm gonna let them respawn. Yep, they spawn on this, and then you can basically just fly right back off. But no, the concept just sounds super cool. Like we have gliders that we can use in combat. We have the flying mounts, of course, that we can use, and the airships on top of that. So there's just a lot of different ways to fight. I think that's going to be pretty sick. I've actually seen people. They were sitting on somebody's airship, like the back of their airship, like not even actually sitting in a seat, and just spewing crap at people like left and right. I saw an elementalist do that actually in one of these streams. It was so sick. I want to do that so bad. You have any idea how fun it'd be to like be hogtailing on somebody's ride? That'd be sick. And apparently you can glide over to people's ships and you can jump on them, like you just board them. We've seen that in the trailer too, though. But I'm pretty sure this is the guy that ends the game. Let's find out. He hasn't played it yet. Yep, no, we're just taking a look at it right now. Something happened there. Did they win? I think they won. They got a massive boost in points, though, it looked like. Let me see. They were at 5, right? They were at 5 before. Was it before they killed them? Yeah, they were at 5 before. They just went up to 12. So either way, that guy right there is definitely one that you'd want to go for early on. Okay, so apparently there's more to it, too. Now, I'm not seeing a timer. There's got to be a timer somewhere. Oh, that's probably the timer, actually. Yep. 8:59. Yeah, okay. So it's probably a thing where the people with the most points at the end of the game win it. But this is a really cool battleground right here. It's so open world, too, in this one. They all look clean as heck. Yeah. Oh, they got even points now, too. I'm torn between those three, too. They do. Oh, they really do. I wish they had a Berserker class, because then it'd be an easy choice. But Dark Dream, it releases tomorrow, about 23 hours from now. Oh, sorry, no, 25, 26 hours from now, my bad. At that point, we're going to be able to actually get in the game for ourselves and try it out. I'm able to get to the launcher, which looks really great, but I really actually want to get in finally for the first time and try it out. But they've got a lot of cool skills for the airships too, and you can actually upgrade them too. We can actually go into the upgrade system for the airships in a bit here. Just want to see how this game turns out, see what exactly wins the game. See if I can scroll a little bit farther up here. Okay, around that time he stops doing it, so this is when he's loading out. So it's probably a time ending thing, right? Okay, 17 out of 12. Pretty much just standing right here. And it probably does have a round system too. Yep, 44 seconds, 43 seconds. Okay, yep. So time based. Basically, whoever has the most points at the end wins, is what it looks like. Will it launch on Steam? It will not. Nope. Maybe eventually though. But yeah, at the moment they're going to be releasing it in Thailand. It's going to be through their launcher, through their website only. We won't get it in Steam or like Epic Game Launcher or anything like that right now. But when it does come to the NA and EU, I would imagine they probably go Steam. Everybody goes Steam, and or even the other one, possibly. Kind of sad that Warlord is sword and shield only, or the hammer and shield. I do like the combo, but an actual Zerk, the greatsword or axe, is just better. Yeah, even with the stand switching, I would prefer a berserker just so much. I love him too. That would be sick. Okay, Antari, he's an Antari as well. Trader. And then after that, he kind of just roams around, I believe. I think I watched this one as well before. Yeah. And so from what I've seen, though, you just walk. You can actually walk across the loot and pick it up that way. He might actually do it right here. I don't know if he's going to do it right now, though. Nope. Ignoring that tasty loot. And this is some of the Gunslinger gameplay right here. Looks so weird when it's got a little little animal trying to use it. I never had an issue with blessed optimization after I changed my INI files. Oh my god. Like the moment you have to go into your INI files to optimize, to get optimization in your game, that's when you know you got a problem. Oh no. Yeah, hopefully none of that's going on too. He might actually die right here. Oh snap. Dodge the I was about to say, oh, he didn't dodge the telegraph. Oh no. Don't you dare die on me. That was a sweet knockback. Dang, that is crazy. Look at that. I'm torn between them. I really am. I really, really am. They look so good together. Okay, enough getting distracted by this, but there's a ton of footage to be watching out there for sure. There really, really is. Let's take a look into one of the guides. So there is an airship guide as well. Where was it? It was on the forums. This is the Korean version, but probably going to be fairly similar. Probably not exactly similar, but Airship Guide 101. I remember Sarah. Sarah was one of the ones I was jealous of. Sarah was streaming the 2017 version, and I was just watching it like yep, Sarah Serenity. That's the one. I'm kind of hoping we see her again as well. She was like down for this game, but I was so jealous. Literally every skill this guy is using is the same skill in Lost Ark, which is great because Gunslinger in Lost Ark was badass. A lot of people have compared this one to Lost Ark too, and I was seeing it too. I was actually seeing it. That's gonna be interesting for sure. Honestly, the game looks like shit. I bet money it's just gonna be another Korean cash grab MMO. I mean, it could, there's always a chance for stuff like that, but at a certain point, we are running out of options when it comes to these kinds of games. So at this point, a lot of people are just willing to try anything, and since it's going to be free to play, we're not really going to be wasting anything. If anything, if we get a good experience out of it in terms of the fun factor, I think that's more than enough. But just stay away from the cash shop if you're worried about that kind of thing. I actually haven't looked at this. Oh, snap. But we'll have to see how it turns out, though, for sure. Definitely have to see how it turns out. Apparently, so you start out with the racer ship, and then it goes into like a trade ship. It's a tier 5 Antari assault ship right there. That looks pretty sweet. It reminds me a lot of the gummy ships in Kingdom Hearts, actually. I don't know why. But that's the Vulpin assault ship. Antari assault ship. Tier 4 Antari. Okay. Wait. Where's the Vulpin assault? Yeah. Vulpin tier 5s. That's interesting. Okay. But in terms of the technology, like the mechs and things like that, I think that might have actually come from the Solemn Empire that's in this game, because that was actually a pretty big part of their lifestyle. They worship technology. And I think that big robot that we've seen in the trailer as well is also part of them too. Probably does come from them. I wouldn't be surprised at that. The first airship acquired by the player is a Tier 1 Noose training ship. And that's the flying region, or sorry, the flying island. Noose Guard, I think it's called. And it's unlocked from a story quest. Subsequent airships can be obtained via crafting discussed below, or possibly bought and trade. Now that system's probably still going to be in place. You'll probably still be able to buy them and trade them. Or wait, they said something else about the trading system. I think they changed that. We're going to have to see how that part works out. But in terms of getting it from the storyline, you'll probably get it from the storyline. We see people using airships pretty early on in the footage, even in the Thailand version. So I think that in terms of that, we should still have that same method. The Ontaria is better looking assault ship than the Vulpin. Internal debate ensuing. The Ontaria does look pretty good. I don't know why we don't have pictures of the Vulpin. They probably only played Ontari. Let's be real. Everybody went Ontari in this Korean beta probably when they had it back then. No, I know. I get it. Oh, MacMan, I get it. No, it's definitely... it's always something to worry about with these kinds of games, with the Eastern ones. A lot of developers just don't seem to get it right when it comes down to making sure that the game is balanced in terms of having a cash shop that makes sense, and then all the other stuff. I definitely get that they definitely need to make money, you know, in the end there. They have to pay for the game or earn money that they spent in terms of time and, you know, work for the game. But there is definitely a border that people cross sometimes, like Revelation Online. But we won't get into that right now. But in terms of the first airship, though, so it shows a list of the current airships showed by the player. Oh, this is what it does. Okay. This one we've seen before in the actual trailer, the footage. So we have seen where you can take a look at your airships. B presents a graphical display of the current selected airship's performance. So the statistics probably going to be the same there too. Probably going to be different types of airships. Crafted ones are probably going to be better than the normal ones as well. Would definitely bet on that. Crafted stuff's usually better than stuff that you can get from like dungeons, raids. However, since we'll have 5-man dungeons in the game, maybe those ones will be the ones that you can actually get this from. And when I say we have 5-man dungeons, there's actually like no 8-man, 12-man ones that are listed currently. These are the 41 plus dungeons right here. And the Black Heralds, those are the ones that we found out a little bit earlier. Those are the creatures that were spawned out of the corruption of seeking immortality that the Empire did. And this is what they look like right here. So that armory is probably, I would say that's probably the best place to find an airship design, if anything, if any of them have it. But we'll have to see how that works out. And then the Ascent Advanced Hall of Challenge as well. It's going to be very interesting to see how that works out. It's probably like a challenge dungeon. It definitely sounds like it. The Hall of Challenge sounds familiar, but I think it was the tower. What is it called? The tower is the one I remember it being called. Probably the Hall of Challenge, though. They called it the tower in the North American / EU version, I believe, or on the website at least. I played like an hour Rev Online. I love the fuck out of that game. Wish it wasn't pay to win system though. Oh, God, yeah. That actually might have been pretty decent. I couldn't stick with it long because there was a lot of other stuff coming out at the time, but yeah, it really saw. I mean, I was completely unaware of how bad that game got. I really was. But I feel bad for anybody that put a lot of time into that game and had it turned into that. That must have sucked. What was I looking for? Hold on. Right, the tower. I don't know if they... Let me see. It might have been the Hall of Challenge that they called it on here too. The Machinery of Air. We should read that too a little bit. Let me take a look and see if I can find that one. Single player done. Oh, it was in one of these. That's right. Okay. They kind of went into detail about the tower. It was... There we go. Aha. Sorry, hold on. The hell are you doing? Going dark on me. Don't you dare. Last time we introduced the first solo dungeon, and today we are happy to share some screenshots from another single player adventure, the Hall of the Challenge. Okay, so this is basically what we're going to be seeing from that one, from this solo play dungeon. And this is very similar. For those of you who have played Lost Ark, it sounded just like the tower, the Dark Tower I think it's called, in Lost Ark. I mean, it's exactly like what it looks like, except these look like bosses, just straight up boss. Probably just going to be fighting these all day instead of, you know, like the random mechanics that you'd find in the tower, things like that. This actually looks very similar to the Bless Online arena that we had too, where we go in there and we fight a series of bosses. This definitely looks like something that would happen there too. We'd probably be able to find pretty good gear, if not pretty decent in-game gear. I bet this is one of the ways you could get some pretty decent in-game gear. 50 floors. Yep. Just like that tower. Just like it. Probably something along the lines of the Tower of Infinity. Yep. Oh, that's what it's called. Yep. Just like that. And I bet the classes like the Warlord, I don't know if they'd be really good at soloing this. I think the mages, like Elementalists, probably have a better time. Gunslingers probably have the best time, honestly. Or the Mystics. But even though the Mystics probably take forever to kill these things, and then it's probably going to have a timer on it. But if it doesn't, that'll be pretty cool, too. You could just take your time with it. This is another one of the single-player dungeons as well, but this is before max level, too. This is the one that we get to at max level. That's already announced for this version, too. Right here, Hall of Challenge, Infinite. And then, let me see, is there another one? Dangerous Challenge. You know what? That actually might be... This is Dusk Dune? Where's the third one? I don't know if they have it named here, but it's one of those two then. It's got to be. But we have seen some footage of people going into the solo dungeons as well. They look pretty interesting on how they work mechanic-wise. I'm really excited about the jetpacks, though. In PvP, I forget about these all the time. But the jetpacks look so sick. I hope you can customize them like you can the airships and the mounts, because these look awesome. Exit lag. Yeah, exit lag is actually in the game. They already have servers set up for it. For the most part, they're just doing the finishing touches on it, but they have the nodes unlocked. If you don't have it working, like for instance, my exit lag likes to tell me that my firewall blocked it a lot. I found that if you turn it off, like up here, and then you choose the node and you turn it back on again through that, it might actually work after that. It just started working randomly. I don't know why, but you can try out the setup if it works for you. Should be pretty decent though. Hopefully it does work out, and hope they'll be able to get everything fixed up beforehand, because exit lag is going to work great on this game if they can get it working perfectly. In terms of the turrets too on the airship, that's going to be pretty fun to use. You can see definitely a lot of potential coming out of the PvP. And that's another reason the optimization is going to be so important in air too, because of the mass PvP that we're going to be having. There's going to be so many players on the battlefield at once. It's going to be absolutely ridiculous. So we definitely need to make sure that they have some decent frame rates going on in there, decent ping. In terms of the rest of this though, we've seen a lot of this stuff before as well. The airship guide goes on to basically tell a little bit more details about like the ship interface that we can see. In terms of the different skills, you can see some of these down here. There's one of these skills that there we go. Hold on, it's stabilizing. Okay, just waiting a second to see if it fixes itself. I hate it when that happens. Hold on. Come on, you bastards, stabilize. I'm seeing green. Oh, red. Hey, what's up, Forley? God, I'm lagging. It's getting there. It's getting there. I don't know why it does this sometimes. Okay. Like it wants me to reboot my PC right now, but I don't want to. Not yet. Come on, man. All right. Are we good? Are we good? No more red? Okay. I think we're good. Are you currently using exit lag and streaming via VPN? Well, yeah, I should probably close that out, huh? Yes, I had it, but I wasn't doing it through OBS though. I wasn't doing it through OBS. Is that what you're doing in the background? Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Ralex. Absolutely. Come on, stop dropping frames, you bastard. Hey, Meek, how's it going? What's up? All right, I think we should be good to go in just a second here. I'm just waiting to make sure. I don't know. It's like trying to figure out what it wants to do. It's like, do I lag or do I not? I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay. Let me know. Let me know if it gets really bad. But no, exit lag is mainly for the game program though. It shouldn't really have any effect on the OBS, but I don't know. OBS is weird sometimes, so it could be happening like that. Hold on.